Hi friends, myself Aniket Renavikar, Assistant Professor, Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Today we learn about the MCOM valuation of real estate in semester 2, subject building construction 2. In that, the second unit is a stone. We can learn in this video is what are the objectives of the stones, characteristics of the good stones, and what are the testings of stones we have to be done. So first, what are the objectives of the stone? What is the objective of the stone? To understand the use of building stone as a construction material, the essential requirement of stones, general characteristics of a building stones in respect to of their structure, durability, strength, appearance, etc., and to know the various tests for stones and to identify common types of the building stones. So stone has been in use as a building material from very early times in the construction of buildings and other structures, both in India as well as in other parts of the world. Some of the ancient Hindu and Buddhist temples and Mughal structures like the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort, some of the ancient Hindu and Buddhist temples and Mughal structures like the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort are important examples of the extensive use of stone as a building material in our country over the ages. Today, building stones are extensively used in various structures in different forms and to fulfill a wide variety of requirements for foundations, columns, lintels, arches, cornices, copings, seals, bed blocks, etc. in buildings. Faceworks of the structure where the massive appearance, solidness of construction and ornamental features are the primary requirements. Dams, bridges, retaining walls and other heavy structures. Roofing slates in building when such slates are easily available and permanent bay in railway lines. These are the various types we can use the stones. To select building stones suitable for any particular work, sound knowledge of the different stones varieties available and their characteristics is essential for that. So the characteristics of the good stones we can be seen this. That is the first is the fineness of grains. Fine grained stones are most suitable for carving works. These are the most suitable for carving works. And also appearance of the stone. A stone should have the better appearance and it should be capable of preserving the color uniformity for longer time. Also compactness. The compact stones are normally durable. Porosity and water absorption. Building stones should at least porous, and for a good stone, percentage of water absorption by weight after 24 hours should not exceed by 0.60%. Also we can find out the crushing strength of this stone. The crushing strength should be more than 100 Newton per mm square. It varies for different types of stones. Durability of stone depends on its chemical composition, texture, resistance to atmosphere and other influences. Its location in structure. It also works in durability. A good building stone should be durable. For making stones durable in structure, it should be so arranged in a structure that natural bed of stone is perpendicular to the direction of pressure. Natural bed of stone is perpendicular to the direction of the pressure. Next characteristic is a fracture. Fracture of stone. Fracture should be sharp, even, bright and clear with grains well connected together for a good building stone. A dull, chalky and earthy fracture indicates tendency of early decay. Percentage wear. It is also a characteristic. In attrition test, if wear is more than 3%, stone is not satisfying. For a good building stone, wear should be less than 3%. It is important characteristics. Wear should be less than 3%. Next is a fire resistant. The mineral composition of stone should be such that the shape of the stone is preserved when fire occurs and should not disintegrate. Temperature should not increase rapidly. And next important part is the specific gravity. Specific gravity should be greater than 2.7 for good building stone. For good building stone, the specific gravity of the stone should be 2.7. Next are the various testing should be occurred or followed by the stones. There are important tests which are carried out in that: crystallization test, water absorption test, hardness test, crushing test, acid test, impact test, attrition test, Friesen thawing test, microscopic test, and Smith's test. These are the various tests which should be carried out. First, we can see the crystallization test. In this crystallization test, at least 4 cubes of stones having side 40 mm to 50 mm each are dried for about 72 hours or at least 3 days. These dried cubes are wetted and then immersed in 40% solution of Na2SO4, which density is 1.055 kg per meter cube, for about 4 hours. Again, these cubes are dried at 105 degree centigrade for 24 hours and then wetted. The difference in weights of cubes before and after immersing in solution is noted. The procedure of drying, wetting, immersing and re-wetting is repeated at least 5 times. Each time, the difference in the weights is noted. The change in the weights indicate the degree of decay of stone. Durability should be expressed in percentage as the change in the weight. The average of 3 test results should be reported as a durability value. So in this, we can give the 40 mm to 50 mm each, dried about 72 hours. Then these dried cubes are wetted and then immersed to 40% solution of Na2SO4 for about 4 hours. Then again these cubes are dried at 105 degree centigrade for 24 hours and then wetted. The differences of the cubes before and after immersing the solution is noted, and the procedure of drying, wetting, immersing and re-wetting is repeated. And 3 results are carried out. Average of 3 test results should be reported as a durability value. These are the crystallization test. Next test is a water absorption test. In this test, we give the 50 grams of specimen chipping are placed in oven at 105 degree centigrade for 3 days and then it is cooled in desiccators. The dippings are weighted and recorded as WL. These are immersed in distilled water absorption as per in percentage is given by absorption water is equal to W2 minus W1 divided by W1 into 100. In India, some of the other countries, the degree of water absorption is found from 63 mm cubes. The specimen cube is then immersed and in water for 24 hours at room temperature, after which it is taken out and wiped off with a rag. It is wetted again and recorded as W2. Now the specimen is immersed in water and temperature is raised at such a rate that water starts boiling in 1 hour and maintained out for 5 hours. Then the water is cooled and brought. This should be brought and then down to temperature in 16 to 90 hours. The weight of this specimen in water is found and recorded as W3. It is taken out of the water and wiped off with rag, wetted and recorded as W4. Percentage moisture absorption by volume after 24 hours is equal to W1 minus W2 divided by W4 minus W3 into 100. In that, we can find out the water absorption test. Next test is a hardness test. This test is useful for determining the hardness of a stone. In this test, a cylinder of diameter 25 mm and height 25 mm is taken out from the sample of the stone and weighted. Then it is placed in Durit testing machine and pressed. The pressure applied on the stone is 1250 gram. Then the annual steel disc of Doris testing machine is rotated at a speed of 28 rpm. The coarse sand of standard specification is sprinkled on top of the disc during the rotation of disc. When 1000 such revolutions are completed, the specimen is taken out and weighted. The difference in weight of the specimen before and after revolutions in the machine is calculated. Then coefficient of hardness is found out by using the relation. Coefficient of hardness is equal to 20 minus loss in weight in gram divided by 3. Next, these are the hardness test. Next test is carried out is a crushing test. This is very useful in the stone. For the test, it is used to find out the compressive strength of stone. Crushing strength means the compressive strength of stone. The sample of stones is cut into cubes. Each cube is having dimension of 40 mm. Sides of each cube are finally traced and finished. The cubes of stones are tested as placed water for about 74 hours prior to test, and then they are tested in saturated condition. 5 mm thick plywood or plaster of Paris is applied on the load bearing surface of the structure. In that, then we can find out the on the cube in a crushing test of machine actually at the rate of 13.72 Newton per mm per minute. The crushing strength of the stone per unit area is the maximum load at which the sample crushes or fails divided by the area of the bearing face of the specimen. These are the various tests are carried out. In that also we have seen the acid test, impact test, attrition test, freezing and drawing test, microscopic test, and Smith test. But we can see the main types of the testing of the test, that is crushing test, water absorption test, etc., which are used. So friends, today we stop here. We can learn about the what are the objectives of the in this lecture. In this lecture we have learned to about the objective of the structure, introduction of the stone, characteristics of good stones, and testing of stones. So friends, we can have to stop here. Any query or any doubt, you can mail on following mail ID cd_multi@unishivaji.ac.in. Thank you very much.